So I want to talk to you about a day trade that I took yesterday. This is on my Fidelity account, 5,000, 2,000, buy, 41.74, 41.50, right? A quick entry, 12 minutes later, right? Got filled with my 7,000 sell order at 42.57. So again, nothing crazy, about $1 per share. Why is it, right? So within 12 minutes, I made $7,000 profit. Of course, I'm trading with a dollar amount that's much greater than the average person. The reason I'm making this video is I needed to grab your attention somehow. Everyone's talking about why to hold AMC. They're talking about it for the apes. I'm not talking to you people. If you want to hold AMC, great, right? The attention's back to you. But I'm talking to the people that didn't feel very good when AMC was down to $28 a share, right? Just a couple days ago. When AMC was down at $28 and you felt like giving up, right? AMC is a trade. AMC is a very volatile stock, very risky stock. And why is it, right? I sold within just a couple of minutes of trading it, 12 minutes. Why? If you look at the actual charts based off of yesterday's performance, I sold at 42.50, right? The direction was in my favor. It pulled on back, broke above 40, all that stuff. Direction's in my favor. Momentum's building up. A lot of consolidation here. And then once we had that breakout, I bought more. It pushed up. I hit my target of 42.50 and I locked it in. But look, I would have made $30,000 more, right? If I would have just held. Everyone loves to talk about the coulda, shoulda, woulda, but they never love to talk about what if it pulls back to $30 a share? Are you going to cover me being down $100,000? Are you going to pay my bills? No, right? So don't put your mouth and your opinions in other people's pockets. It's that simple. It is so important to understand how to trade a volatile, risky play. When the direction's in your favor, when you identify opportunity, it's great to take advantage of it, right? It's great to understand where do I plan to enter, where do I plan to exit, and to stick true to it. Because guess what? Even if you lock in profits, you really think I just stopped at making, the $7,000? No. I ended the day yesterday. This is not an average day. I'm not going to pretend like it is. $45,000 in the green. And guess what? It's because I continued to buy and sell AMC. Did I hold it overnight? No. Why? Because I can't manage risk overnight. It is so important to understand the difference from a trade and the difference from a investment or something actually worth holding. If you want to hold AMC because you want to be part of the movement, I'm not here to discourage you. You do you with your money, right? But for those that don't want to bag hold AMC, if it sells off down to $28, all I want to share with you is what AMC has done more consistently and allow you to decide. One thing that I really like to pay attention to is direction. AMC more often than not on the 4-hour time frame is very easy to see from when it peaked, right? It was great when it was bullish, it peaked, and then it sold off for about 3 months, right? It found the support and now it's trying to push up, which is great, but more often than not, AMC is bearish. So because of that, are you really going to be upset to lock in profits on a stock that more often than not tends to sell off? You really think I'm going to be upset for making $45,000 in a day just by trading a stock that more often than not sells off? But what if it goes to $56? Well, every time they bring that up, well, what if it goes down to $30? What if it goes down to $24? Every time they talk about an upside, I want you to talk about the downside. We can't always just be a hopeful trader and never take into consideration the risk involved. It is so, so important to implement structure, to never be afraid to lock in profits, and if things do begin to go south, to manage risk. It is so, so important with these risky trades. I thought I could grab your attention with the trade I had yesterday of making $7,000 in 12 minutes. It's great. We live in a crazy time. We live in such a fortunate time. It could either be very rewarding or very discouraging, but it's all based off of your intent and your approach. Surround yourself with people that encourage you and empower you to be the best version of yourself. If you like holding AMC because it's part of the movement, all power to you. I'm never here to convince you otherwise. But if you're someone that's simply trying to trade and you view it as a trade opportunity, then guess what? Implement an entry, exit, stop loss. and never be afraid to lock in profits. Because at the end of the day, yes, you always could have made more, just like you always could have lost more. It's that simple, right? So I'm very excited to follow up with it. If you guys have any comments you want to share, feel free to share down below. And I hope that I earn your thumbs up. Again, this is not to point fingers or to call anyone out. It's really just for the beginner traders that are just getting started. I want you guys to learn how to walk before you run and not be so hopeful, and maybe be a little bit more disciplined and structured. So I'd love for you guys to join us for our live trading session tomorrow. And if you'd like to do so, click the second link down below. And if you want one of the #1 trading mouse pads right now, click the third link down below. And right now we're running a sale. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. TTT team.